If you go to the gym and start a weightlifting program, your muscles will most likely grow. Most people say it's because heavy weights break down your muscle fibers and they grow back bigger and stronger. Now this is true, but this video will explain how your muscle cells increase their size on a microscopic level. To clarify, the term muscle fiber here means muscle cell. And we have three types of muscle cells in our body: smooth, cardiac, and skeletal. Today we are talking about skeletal muscles or voluntary muscles. To understand how they grow, we first have to know some basic cellular anatomy. Skeletal muscle cells are long, cylindrical structures that are mostly made of myofibrils. These myofibrils are organelles that are responsible for contracting the muscle cell. These cells are also packed full of mitochondria to facilitate the ATP or energy requirements of a muscle cell. And there are a lot of specialized organelles, like myoglobin, that will store extra oxygen that is readily available during times of intense exercise. Mature skeletal muscle cells will also have multiple nuclei. There's a special type of stem cell that will surround a muscle cell, and these are called myosatellites. Myosatellites are the cells that actually facilitate muscle growth. When muscle tissue is damaged from a workout or an injury, these cells become activated. And the amount of satellite cells you have is dependent on many factors, like exercise, diet, gender, and genetics. But what they do is they fuse existing cells together. And this fusion process is the reason why muscle cells have multiple nuclei. The myosatellites can increase your muscle cells in two different ways. One way is to increase the amount of myofibrils. These contractile organelles are made up of thick and thin protein filaments called myosin and actin, and the myosatellite cells will increase the number of myosin and actin within the cell. And this type of muscle growth is called myofibrillar hypertrophy. And the training techniques to achieve this are slightly different depending on who you're talking to, but the most popular method I've seen focuses on lifting high weight and low reps. The second type of muscular growth is called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, and this is an increase in the sarcoplasm, or the cellular fluid within a muscle cell. And this type of growth shows a faster increase in overall muscle size, but the myofibrillar hypertrophy focuses on muscular density. And if you want to achieve sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, you would do higher reps, lower weights, and shorter rest periods compared to myofibrillar hypertrophy. If you don't vary your workouts and only focus on achieving sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, then you might end up with what some people call glamour muscles. And yes, you will be larger and stronger than someone who doesn't go to the gym at all, but they won't be as efficient as the muscular density that you get from myofibrillar hypertrophy. In order to achieve both size and functionality, you would need to create a combination of the two techniques that works for you. And in some rare cases, if your muscles reach maximum growth and maximum storage capacity, then the myosatellite cells will differentiate into myoblasts. And these myoblasts will eventually become new muscle cells. So with the right amount of training, you can increase both muscle size and muscle cell amount. But for all of this to happen, your body needs adequate sleep and nutrition to create muscles, so don't forget to take care of yourself.